Hi guys, today we're gonna make this Thai snack called Saku Sai Moo. This is a snack that I tried when I was traveling in Thailand. I thought I want to share with you this snacks. This is the first time I'm making this, so bear with me, alright? This might be a failure, it might pass, I don't know. But Saku Sai Moo is a Thai dessert made from sago pearl. If you wonder what is sago pearl, this is how it looks like. So I'm going to include the link to buying this in the video description so that you too can buy this at home. So pearl sago is what you need. That's the most important ingredients. And then followed by all my laid out ingredients here, which I have prepared earlier today. So if you are new here, consider subscribing because you will catch me cooking for you live on YouTube. And it's really important to cook live because then you know whether or not this recipe work or not, right? So I am trying out this recipe from this YouTuber. I don't know what's her name, but her channel is Spoon, Heart, and some Spoon, Knife, and Hearts, if I'm not wrong. So I'm just trying out her recipe and let's see if this works. All right. We call this sago pudding. They call this sago pudding because it is supposed to be a savory pudding with fillings like minced meat and all these wonderful items here. And one thing very important is the minced meat, and I've forgotten that. Let me just go quickly take it out. Which is, I don't really need that much. I'm going to explain to you what we need. We need some shallots. These are actually crushed peanut that has been ground and fried, and also some garlic. This are some chopped garlic, shallots. I have about 3 large shallots here, and this is Thai palm sugar. And over here, this is this wonderful garlic being fried in oil in very low heat, and these are kind of crispy. So I kept the oil, which is over here. So you just need to cook this in advance and prepare them ahead. This will be enough for me to prevent the pudding from sticking to each other. And also some coriander seed. Let me just take this. Coriander seed stems and coriander leaf, and also some Daikon pickles. These are Daikon pickles that you can buy is in the strips. I will also be including this in the video description so you can order them from there. So it's actually basically fermented, not fermented, but it's pickled Daikon that you can buy them ready-made. They are a little bit salty, so make sure you soak them in some water before you use it. So I am going to do that. So what you need to do is just to fill this up with a little bit of water and just let that soak for a while. Use a spoon and just let this sit for a while because there's always quite a lot of salt being used in this process. So meat, here is some minced meat. So I only need about 3/4 of this, and also some lettuce and sago. So first of all, I would like to start out by soaking the sago because the sago need time to expand, because you want to make sure that it expand at least 2/3 of the size. So let me just open up my sago and let it soak. So I think I'm going to keep some of this. And then use this spoon and just mix them. You need to soak them at least 15 to 30 minutes. So that's why I'm doing this first. Alright, so put it aside. If you like, you can always remove the water and refill new water. Alright, so I just changed the water one time, and then I want this to be just like covering the top part of the sago, and let this sit aside. So let me just set on the stove, the spieces, and I'm going to prepare these other ingredients. So in a pan, you need some oil. So the cooking time is quite a bit. So it's better if you can do this ahead of time. So let me warn you, this is going to be quite a long live stream. Okay, let me just heat up the pan first. Okay, and then the garlic. Let me tell you these snacks, how I get to know these snacks. Alright, I think I have seen this when I was a kid. My mom, you know, we have neighbors who are from Thailand, so they own a restaurant. So every time when I pass by there, they always have the snacks by themselves, you know, among the stuff. And I saw them eating that, and I asked them for, you know, just to try. And they gave me a small piece, and I remember that flavor since then. And the last trip when I was in Thailand, you know, this breakfast guy, I don't know whether you've been following my story. This guy who make breakfast, I don't understand why this pan is like that. It should be sizzling hot. Okay, I don't know why, but let's see. Okay, so this guy, he make breakfast for us every morning in Thailand. So he is very kind. He always come with, you know, a bag of this kind of special kueh every morning. Not every morning, but some mornings. And we were so touched. So he showed me this dessert and this snack, and I was saying, oh my goodness, I remember eating this when I was a kid. And he said, yeah, just try and tell me what you think. And when I eat it, you know, flavors is like that. You never forget them. So some garlic, and then you need some cilantro or coriander stems. You want this to be fragrant. I'm going to add more. I like the flavors of the coriander. So, and And I asked him, this is a way of him helping the other vendors around the area for more business. So immediately I tried this and I know, oh, this is something that I tasted early on. And I went there actually a few days in the morning after breakfast to buy this. And then we go to the beach with a few snacks like that. You can buy them quite cheaply, about 5-10 bucks. So this is something that you must try because this snack is delicious. And I didn't know that there are, what do you call that, this meat in it. Okay, and let me just remove the water from this daikon. Okay, you want to make sure the water is removed. I'm going to just try like a sieve. Let me see, there's my sieve. Very funny. You see, all my stuff I've almost forgotten. So I'm going to put them in this sieve over. I'm going to reduce the heat here so I don't burn. You can come here with me so you know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to put this daikon in here so that I could wash them even more. This is pretty salty, so you want to make sure you remove as much salt as possible. Okay, just squeeze the water. Okay, now let's go to the stove. Oops. Okay, I'm going to increase the heat a little and then I'm going to fry this. Daikon. With the shallot. You want to just fry them so that it's softened. So increase the heat a little. Okay, and let me just remove the meat from the back. If you don't eat pork, you can use chicken. Chicken will work too. Chicken means chicken breast. I think this should work really well. But the traditional recipe calls for pork. So I'm going to be using the raw part. So you want to make sure you soften the onion first. I'm going to put this side. So I can put my minced meat in the center. About 250 grams of minced meat. Mix everything together. Okay, I forgot sugar. And a lot of palm sugar. So don't worry, the recipe will be included after you watch this video, right? The video description. And then some, what do you call that, the black pepper, white and black. This is a kind of peppery feelings. Okay, that's it. And then you just let this cook. You let the sugar cook through and somehow caramelize this meat. After the sugar are melted completely. So of course you want to shave the sugar if it is possible. the sugar are completely cooked. Okay. Let's do the second step. Step number 2. I'm clearing the space here so you can see which angle is better. I just don't know why. Is my head rounded or what? I don't know. So let's take a look. Yeah? Okay, now the charcoal is coming on with curing. Still some water, quite a lot of water. Okay, I'm going to remove the water because obviously there's still quite a lot of water. I'm going to pour this into the sink. Let's go to the sink. Let's do it here. So if you see properly, this sago has actually rised quite a bit. It's about 2/3 of size. So I think these are ready to be used. So I'm just going to turn on the steamer so that I could make this already. Make sure there's not so much water left. Okay. So I think this is okay. Let's go to the table. Now you can see closer. Okay, I think the minced meat is almost done. The last one you have to put is the peanut. So you want to pour the peanut into this mixture. And turn off the heat. So I'm going to pour this over to the plate so that it cooks off faster. sure these are cool down so that you can make them into small balls. I'm gonna give this a taste again. I'm so it's really good. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what I prepared over at the steamer. As you can see, there are some banana leaf in there. So you want to put some oil in the banana leaf so that it will not dry out. So these are the garlic oil that I made earlier on with lots of garlic. I think about 3 garlics, and I just fry them. And now you want to make sure that this banana leaf is well oiled, so that this pudding will not stick onto the banana leaf. Okay, so if you have a double steamer, that is even faster. But because I have only one, so I'm going to be using just one. So I'm going to cover this and let this ready. While in the meantime, I make the balls. So while making the balls, you need a small spoon. You need something like a tray. So I'm going to show you how this thing works. Okay, I'm going to reduce the heat because I felt like the water is boiling now. So you want to wash your hand. It will be good if you can use this glove, but I don't have the glove, so I'm going to be using bare hand, right? So that's what the street food people do also. They make them into small balls like this, and then they use literally the other hand. Let me just show you the other hand to make this like the, what do you call that, the sagu. So what they do is that they just put on top of the sagu. Let me just see if I can try. It's require a little bit of a skill. So you want to make sure you flatten this, alright, somehow like this, and then you just put them on top, and then you put more, and then you just ball them. Mold them into like a ball. So the part where you see where the opening is, so don't worry, just put more sago and it should be fine. You want to just squeeze them a little bit, a bit firmly, so that it will not break. So I think this is ready. One is ready. Put them aside. It's kind of messy. So I'm going to try and use one hand to make this. While I try to put this one, just flatten it a little bit. Okay. And put them on top. And you actually need to wash your hands. I'm an OCD, so a bit difficult for me to be not doing that. So I need to wash my hand. So you want to be really gentle, and then just put the hole, the one on the black part, with sago, and just squeeze them firmly. It's a size of a ping pong ball. The one that I ate in Thailand is much smaller. So maybe you can also do it like this. one way I'm going to try, right? I'm going to put it this way, and then I'm going to put a filling like inside like this, and then I'm just going to just put this sago on top, and I'm going to just squeeze them. This way I think is easier. Okay. So in this case, you don't have to put a lot below. Let me show you what I mean, right? Now that I know, you don't have to use just flatten this as much as possible, like this, okay? Not too thick. Then you put the fillings on top. Put more. And then you just need to just sprinkle this sago over it. Make sure you cover the black part, and then just squeeze them. I think this way is easier. Right? We really need 2 hands to do this. So you need to steam them for at least 10 minutes before you can eat them. So I'm going to try and make one which is slightly smaller this time. So I don't know how they do it, but I think I should be able to make them. Let's see, okay? Not too much fillings this time. Just like that. And then I'm going to just sprinkle the sago. The Thai people probably saying, what is she doing? You see, I have to do something that works for me. So maybe these are things that people don't understand. It's like, you know, the recipe may be telling you something. Oh, you have to squeeze them, you have to do like this. But, you know, again, it is up to you to make this easier for you. So for me, my case, I find that my making this way is much easier. So I do it this way. So I'm going to try, not too thick this time, just thinly. Alright. I like a lot of fillings. I'm a little bit greedy, but it's really nice when it's a lot of fillings. Okay, like this, yeah. See, there's a hole there. You just fill this up, and then you squeeze them. I think it's easier to work when this sago is slightly wet. I think it would be more difficult if it's dry, too dry. But it's still possible to make them. So I'm going to put, I have made 6 now. Then I'm going to try and make 8, and then I'm going to put them in the steamer so you can see the result. I'm getting used to this now. So let's try this. So when you steam the sago is a very delicate ingredient. You have to be really gentle with sago. When you're boiling them, when you're making dessert, you know, they are very sensitive. So you want to make sure they are treated gently. I think this is perfect. Okay, just one last one, and then I'm going to put it in the steam, right? So it feels like I'm going to have excess fillings, so but it's okay because you can make more. You can always make more later on, or you can even freeze it. And sago is perfect if you freeze them. You know, you can cook, you can steam everything, and then you put them in the freezer and just steam them later on when you want to eat them. So, or you can even freeze it like this. Just put them in the tray, separate them, and then just put them in the freezer. And when you want to eat them, you just need to somehow put them apart like I do. So make sure that they're not sticking to each other. Okay, so I'm quite happy with this. I'm going to try and wash my hand. I'm going to put this into the steamer. Okay. Okay. I am going to do like this because it's better this way. Right, you can see that the banana leaf is already been quite a lot of water underneath. Make sure you don't hurt yourself. Okay, so put the sago gently. It's not too close to each other. So about 8. And then you want to brush this a little bit with the oil just on top. You can also do this after, okay, in case you don't want to break them. So I'm going to slowly, gently put them on the steamer. So this is going to be steamed for 10 minutes. And quite a high heat. Okay, let's continue. I hate the sound. I don't like the sound. Okay, so let's do more. I think I probably need more in the future, but it's okay. I can just cool down this, freeze it, and then I'm going to put them. So if you just joined me, welcome. I'm making Saku Sai Moo. So this is a Thai dessert that I love, and I want to make sure you try it, okay? I want you to give this a try. It's not difficult to make. It looks like a bit messy, but it's actually quite fun when you get a hand of it. So, cooking for me, I feel like it's experiment, especially on a weekend when you're not having anything better to do. So cooking is not a bad hobby to start off with if you never thought that cooking could be a hobby. But try different things and just explore. I felt like in my cooking channel, over the past 2 years, my food was pretty boring, and I felt like I was not inspired at all. I was like stuck there, and I couldn't move on. I was doing the same thing over and over, and until I can't even watch them. So, but some people, they still think, oh yes, you're good. This, you do stuff that are very healthy. I know it's healthy, but it has to be interesting too, because people think of healthy food, oh, boring, right? Vegetables and all that. So not necessary if you know how to do it, in a fun way. So for me, I feel like experimenting different food, especially things that when you saw on the pictures, it looks really exciting, and you want to give this a try. And there's no harm trying. The most is you waste the ingredient, right? But If you are not the type that uh, used to fail, and you know, do more research, and don't overdo it, because otherwise it becomes very boring too. Just go for it and try it. So cooking is supposed to be fun. So now I fill up the whole. Okay, now I'm squeezing it. When I'm squeezing it, I still feel that there's water coming out, which is fine. I think it's there's a lot of water retention in this sago, but don't worry, it's fine. Okay. For me, when I travel, I like to, you know, people are thinking, LG probably say, oh, I won't try that. I never seen that. I don't want to eat that, you know. But, you know, places like in Thailand is so cheap, the thing. Even though you might not like it, you know, what have you got to lose? You have only got to lose maybe the 10 baht. That's it. If you don't like it, throw it away. But I would say that most of the things I have eaten in Thailand, in the street food, I never thrown them away. I enjoy the food so much. Even though sometimes it may not be, you know, according to my taste, but I really do enjoying it, just to understand, you know, what kind of food the Thai people like, and their taste. So I have bought some tapioca pearl. I'm going to try and make milk tea, if you guys know Taiwanese milk tea, which is really, really popular. I miss that drink. So when I was in Thailand, I found the tapioca pearl, and I plan to do this one of this day when I'm in the mood for some milk tea. So don't forget, alright, to subscribe. I definitely going to live stream that, because I think it will be interesting. In fact, I actually ever bought the tapioca pearl before. It was not a successful attempt, and I hope this time I'm better, because you know, you have to do research to avoid. If you are prepared, like, you know, you don't understand how come people are so nervous talking in front of audience, right? It's because they are not prepared. So if you are prepared and you have done your homework, you know, even though it might not turn out the way you like it, but you know, that's life. Who don't make mistakes, right? So it's good to make this mistake, because when you make mistakes, the more mistakes you make, you are closer to being successful. And this is my philosophy. I'm never afraid to make mistakes. It's only fun, you know, and then you could laugh at it and say, oh, why was I so stupid, you know? Oh, how come I never thought about that? So don't take mistakes as something that, oh, I'm scared. No, make more mistakes. That's how you learn. Okay. Do you think that I could do live streaming? That is the issue with live streaming. When you are live streaming, you are prepared to make mistakes. For me, my thing is like that, and especially when I'm trying out a recipe that I'm not so sure, and I know that I'm gonna make mistakes, and it's gonna be mistakes on the way. And for me, I just embrace it. I still say, I don't give a shit. You know, I'm just gonna try it, because if you don't try it, you never know, right? Just don't be afraid. Just play with your food. And I felt like myself, I'm coming back, you know. My interest is slowly coming back. And with the right ingredient, with the inspiration from my travel, and I feel I need to travel more to be inspired by food from other country. So if you think of any country that I should be visiting that might interest me, let me know in the comment, alright? I would like to visit that country. and give it a try. And you know, I always wanted to visit more exotic places like in the Indonesia, maybe Philippines. Never has come across my mind the Philippines, but I think it will come a day when I say, okay, why not? Why not? Okay, I think this is almost done. Making 8 at one time. So if you feel this whole black hole, just fill it up and squeeze it. Now have fun, like you know, you're making the snowball. Okay. I don't understand how they can make a small one, really small one. You know, I think Thai people, they are, one thing I noticed, they are very delicate. They work small things like this. I received a comment this morning. This lady, I can't remember name, Rayana, something like that, from India. She said, "Oh, I really like this video. You take all the trouble to explain to us, you know, how the Thai food, how the Thai people eat." And I think is the purpose that we are here for. We are here to share information about our interest in cooking. So this is a platform where you could communicate with each other, not just with me, but with each other, because somebody else is going to write on your comment and say, hey, I agree with you, you know, this and that. So it is a place where you mix friends. Who knows, you might meet somebody really interesting who are very like you on the other part of the world. So Facebook, YouTube is a place where you could do that. Yeah. So I'm getting more and more daring. You notice I put more and more feelings in here because I'm not scared anymore, because I'm used to it now, and I have confidence that I will not screw this up. Okay, I think I have made. Even if you screw this up, right? If there's a hole here, it's okay. There's always a way to fix that hole, to fix that problem. So this is this in life, you know. If you're in the stage where you feel like you are so stuck, turn back and go somewhere else. Do something else, you know. Don't just focus on that problem. For me, I feel like it is important to not think about what we are bad in. Alright, since we are bad in certain things that we do, we go and do it many times, you know, until we are expert in that field. And it will come one day and you will pat yourself in the shoulder and say, I'm so glad that, you know, I make all this stupid mistake. Because then only you will value each mistake that you make. You know, you're closer to being successful every mistake, each time you fall. So I think I made 8, 9 now. I'm gonna check on my I should put a timer so you can see. But I'll just continue to make until I'm finished with this, alright? So you can see how I'm trying to stop at this one, and then let's take a look. Okay, this one I put a lot. But anyway, I'm just going to try. This one can be a cost, one of the costs. By the way, guys, I'm thinking about, guys, I have a B&B, right? So I'm thinking of creating a chance to meet people personally by teaching them how to cook, or rather, share with them my experience. I'm just a home cook. I like to eat something that is that this place doesn't have. So I'm in the process of planning that. So I don't know how this will work out because my kitchen is still not ready. It's not just for tourists, it's also for the local people. So, there's a chance for me to go out and meet people and to learn from them. About the culture, and they learn food from me. But the language, I'm still feeling like my Swedish is like not so good. Even though LG and me, we speak Swedish all the time, I just feel like I need room for improvement, developing. So, okay, I'm gonna open this steamer and see how it looks like. All right. Let's take a look at the finger crossing, huh? Let's take a look. Ooh, oh my god, it looks beautiful. Come, let's take a look. I can't show you guys too close because then you are too close to this thing. I think we probably have to steam this for another 10 minutes. So let me just put this, no, not 10 minutes, just another 2 more minutes. Maybe I'm going to just increase the temperature a little bit, and then I'm going to put them in a plate. I'm going to try to plate this, okay? Plate this. And then I'm going to get my coconut and my banana leaf. Found a piece of banana leaf, and I'm going to just plate this. With the scissors. Okay. Okay, now I'm so excited. I'm going to just put this aside. And I'm going to put my dumplings here. Just, oh, this is so exciting, isn't it? It's like taking out your little babies Look at this. They are so beautiful. They are so delicate. So don't forget your oil. I'm going to put some oil so it will not dry up. These are the garlic oil. Just give this like a shine. My balls is definitely too big. Okay. Now I'm going to pick this up. They look a bit transparent or translucent now. I'll get another spoon. Just quickly put the rest of my box. 1, 2. You see it expand a little bit. 3, 4, 6, 7. Okay, 8. Enough. And then quickly put them in the steamer. Steam them for another 10 minutes. Look guys, let's go to the table so you can have a better light view here. Hope you guys can see. Okay, well, I remember when this guy was serving, he served it with some lettuce. So you have to put this under the lettuce, and then they have this chili, which I'm going to just for decoration. So they have this small Thai chili, and they just put them aside like this. So you just need to put the balls. The balls are quite big. So I'm going to just remove a little bit more. And then I think this is like enough for 2. One, 2. And then you want to have this chili on top of each other. Ta-da! Look. Do you like what you see? So what you do is that you put this cake, this pudding, on top of this lettuce, and then you eat them, wrap them, and then you eat them like this with the chili. So I'm not going to eat them because I'm going to spoil them. I need 4 on each plate. So I'm going to just try and put everything in one like this, so that I could take pictures. So guys, if you like this, yeah, let me know. Give a thumbs up. If you try this already, I would even love to hear from you what you think about this. I think this is pretty, isn't it? So I hope you enjoy, and I enjoy making this with you, and I hope you try them. Let me know in the comment below. I like to hear from you guys. I'm not just saying, I really like to hear from you guys, all right? Because that proves that you are liking my videos. All right, so I am going to do live streaming on Wednesday, but we'll see. I might be jumping on to doing a live streaming on making the tapioca pearl as a drink next week. So that will be on a random surprise, but definitely on Wednesday I'm coming back to chat with you guys, and I hope to see you then. Have a nice day, and this is SD from SD in Sweden signing off. Have a nice Sunday, and I hope to see you. Bye bye.